So, nakita ko lang yung video kasi ng dalawang mag-asawa na interview sila ng former CBNC producer about dun sa Pi Network. Okay. So dito, ang ganda ng mga tanong niya at yung mga sagot nila. At dun sa mga gumagawa ng content about Pi Network na scam daw siya, eto panoorin nyo, baka masagot yung katanungan nyo na hindi kayo nalinawan. Okay, maganda to. Ikaw, kung hindi mo pa naintindihan kung ano ang vision ng Pi, bakit unique ang Pi sa mga ibang cryptocurrency, dito mo malalaman. Panoorin natin, pag-uwi natin dun. I-check natin kung ano ba talagang value ng Pi Network, yung sagot ng founder. Okay?
Again, just ask you, what is it about Pi Network, if you had to explain it to a novice, that makes it so unique and advantageous for crypto investors?
Oh, first of all, our target audience is not necessarily investors. Pi is a utility token. We're targeting actually everyday people. One of the mission of Pi is making cryptocurrency and blockchain technology as accessible as possible. And accessibility includes that how can we minimize the barrier to entry. Barrier to entry includes financial barrier to entry, which is referring to the investment part. That's part of the reason why Bitcoin is hard to enter later, because it's so high. It requires a lot of money to enter for many ordinary people. Another aspect of barrier is technical barrier. That's why we make it easy to mine, and we make it the most accessible in current day is through a phone.
Okay, so eto, maganda yung tinanong niya. Ano ba ang Pi Network? Okay, na-create ang Pi, isang utility. Kaya nga, hindi tinatarget mga investors kasi pag targetin ang investors, crypto investors lang, baka konti lang. Okay? So yung mga crypto investors, alam natin, bibili na mababa, ibebenta sa taas, ganun. Pero dito sa Pi Network, ang target niya is yung lahat ng mga taos maka-access sa Pi Network. Kaya ito ang nangyari. Ito yung vision ng Pi na magkaroon ng utility or currency. Tapos, dalawa kasi pinunto niya dito yung financial. Once kasi napapasok ka, mag-invest ka ng cryptocurrency, kailangan mo ng pera eh. Bakit? Siyempre, kailangan mo bumili ng coins para invest mo. Tapos nag-expect ka, binili mo sa baba, tataas yung expectation mo. Kasi nga, ganun ang investment sa cryptocurrency. Kailangan mo magtalpak ng pera. So, na-eliminate yun sa Pi Network. Tinanggal nila kasi ang target nga nila hindi investors, kundi tayo or yung mga ayaw tumalpak sa mga cryptocurrency kasi di nila alam, pero eto ibinibigay nila for free. Pangalawa, yung technical. So, ang ibig niya sabihin sa technical, i-compare niya sa Bitcoin. Kung gusto mong mag-mine sa Bitcoin, kailangan mo ng marunong ka mag-setup ng node, marunong ka about sa computer. Okay, medyo techy siya. Pero dito, hindi mo na kailangan ng ganun. Okay? Lahat ay maka-access dito basta meron kang phone. So, yun yung dalawang barriers na ineliminate or tinanggal ng Pi Network. Ito naman ang sagot ni Nicholas dun sa tanong na yun. Okay? Pakinggan natin.
Pi is really accessible to everyone out there. People can mine it by themselves using their mobile phones. So as long as you have a mobile device, you can participate. And then once you have mined it, and eventually, especially when we migrate everyone to the mainnet, which we can talk about it later, then you can use that currency to perform various activities on the network, which we call utilities. So Pi applications and other things. The beauty of this is that even people who wouldn't be able to participate in this process, imagine someone in a country that they wouldn't have a bank account, or they wouldn't be able to, how do you acquire a Bitcoin, for example, if you don't have a bank account or if you have no way to enter? So anyone can actually enter, and then once they enter, they are able to participate in those activities. They are able to pay Pi to ask another pioneer for some type of labor, for example. You can buy goods and services, or you can even get paid for services that you provide for others.
Okay, balikan natin yung maganda yung sinabi ni Nicholas dito, no? It's for everyone. Kinumpare niya naman sa Bitcoin. Sa Bitcoin kasi, or even other cryptocurrencies, kung gusto mo pumasok sa mga project na yun, kailangan mo ng bank account. Paano ka makakabili? Diba? Pero eto, hindi kasi para sa mga investors to. Yun lang ang punto niya. Eto ay para makiparticipate ka lang, sumali ka lang. And then after nun, itong currency, kino-consider na nila as currency to. Kasi nga, nagkakaroon na ng barter ngayon. Okay? So you can barter yung Pi mo to goods and services. Depende kung ano napag-agrihan nyo dun sa seller. So yun muna ang pwedeng gawin ngayon sa enclosed mainnet. Nasa enclosed mainnet tayo. So patuloy tayo. Next question.
So why would I want to mine that coin instead of just the Bitcoin, which is, the one that everybody, and their mother wants to be in?
Well, to follow from my last answer, basically the two reasons. One is it's free. Everyone, as long as you are willing to make contribution to this network and ecosystem, can participate. Second thing is easily done. You don't necessarily require some knowledge about computer science in order to set up a node, understanding the consensus algorithm in order to mine like Bitcoin. And you also don't need to spend a lot of money for your electricity to run Bitcoin node. So that's why it's easier to mine.
So napakasimple yung tanong. Bakit ako magmamine ng Pi Network instead of Bitcoin na lang? So binanggit, simple lang. Ang Bitcoin ngayon, kung unang pumasok ka, okay lang siya 2009, libre pa ang Bitcoin. Pero ngayon, hindi na. Okay lang naman pumasok ang Bitcoin. Willing ka lang gumasto, okay, ng malalaking rig para sa computer mo para makapag-mine ka. At syempre, may alam ka about sa computers, technical knowledge about nodes, paano i-set up, diba? Kailangan yun kasi nga, Bitcoin mining, proof of work. Pero dito sabi niya, kinumpare niya sa Pi Network, basta willing ka lang mag-contribute sa network, then okay na. Kaya mong makiparticipate, kaya nga pwede sa lahat once na may phone ka lang at of course may access ka sa internet. Parang ganun lang. Tuloy natin.
Talk to me a little bit about the utility of the token. So if I mine it, what's the benefit to me as a user and a miner?
The vision of Pi is to actually building an ecosystem that is having different kinds of goods and services that are available to be purchased in Pi. And what type of goods and services? It's not just the investment, the product. The goods are just like the Web2 type of goods and services, meaning that it helps you bring you convenience or fulfill a need of yours that is outside of this lens of investment. It's literally for practical benefits than just understanding of the return.
Ayun, maganda yung tanong. Ano yung benefit na makukuha ko once na nag-mine ako ng Pi? Tapos sabi dito, yung vision ng Pi ang sinabi niya. So, ang vision ng Pi, maging isang utility, a coin siya. Hindi lamang ito parang katulad mga ibang cryptocurrency na nag-invest ka ng pera mo, pag tumaas yung price niya, dun ka makakuha ng return of investment. Nag-ROI ka na dun. Pero pag pababa ng pababa, wala kang return of investment. Pero ang utility token kasi, katulad ng Pi Network, ay hindi lang ganun yung usage niya o yung gamit ng Pi. Ang vision is parang Web2. Kung sakali nasa Shopee ka, bumili ka using your credit card. Parang ganun ang gusto nilang gawin sa Pi Network. Gamitin natin parang sa Web2, magamit sa lahat ng ating transaction sa araw-araw. At ngayon, in closed mainnet pa lang mga Lodi, pero nangyayari na yan. Okay? So, lahat tayong mga pioneers, alam natin at suportahan natin. Kasi importante malaman natin yung vision ng Pi. So, next question tayo, okay?
Have you raised any funding and how do you make money?
As you know, the Pi network is free to mine. So in terms of the token side, we decided to give 80% of our supply for free to mine, and the 20% is goes to the core team. And out of all the coins, we have never sold any coin. Probably this is one of our effort to make it as compliant as possible. We have never run any ICO. We have never sold any token. To support the business, we are running it just like any other Silicon Valley tech startup, that we raise some funds on equity to support the operation of the company.
Have you raised funding and how do you guys make money?
One important thing to know about Pi is that we avoided from the very beginning and the easy way of making money by selling the coin through those ICOs that happened in the crypto space. So Pi has never raised has never sold any coins for many years now. We've been operating for 3.5 years, and this is an important aspect. We actually feel this is more natural because usually for companies they may be operating and creating utility and creating their business for several years before they can go on an IPO, and then all of a sudden having this unnatural early influx of cash can create unnatural results as well with what we have seen in happening with other news lately that have been communicated. And in terms of Pi, we bootstrapped as much as we could and eventually raised some money as part of a traditional Silicon Valley startup from private investors.
Okay, eto, ganda ng tanong, di ba? Ang dami kasi nagsabi na itong Pi Network is scam daw, kinukuha lang yung data information natin ibinibigay sa market. Ito yung tanong, saan kayo kumukuha ng pera para pang-support dito sa network or pang-support sa mga nagtatrabaho? Katulad nila, syempre kailangan sweldoan yung mga core team eh. Okay? Ngayon, clarify dito na hindi sila nag-ICO. Walang ibinentang token katulad ng mga ibang cryptocurrencies na para magkaroon ng pondo, nagbenta sila dun sa mga retail investors, sa mga early investors para magamit nila at pagdating ng araw, nawala lang din yung project kasi scam nga. Kumuha lang ng pera. Maraming mga project ngayon dito na ginagatasan lahat ng mga users nila or yung mga community nila. Pero dito sa Pi Network, clarify nila. 80% is for mining. Para sa community yan. 20% ay para sa core team. Ngayon, paano sila mag-raise ng pondo nila? Yung traditional way. Ano ibig sabihin ng traditional way? Pupunta sila sa Silicon Valley, ipe-present nila yung company nila, yung project nila. Tapos may mga angel, sabihin natin angel investors or mga private investors na kung saan magka-interest dun sa project kasi na-present nila na maayos dun sa Silicon Valley. Ngayon, pupunduhan nila. Anong makukuha ng mga angel investors or private investors? Ang makukuha nila is equity. Anong equity? Yung equity sa company. Ibig sabihin, yung valuation ng company ngayon is 1 billion. Okay? Tapos ikaw, private investors ka or angel investors ka. Ngayon, ang nangyari sa company after 5 years, nag-boom from 1 billion to 100 billion. Yun yung itinaas niya. Syempre, ikaw na angel investors, profit ka dun. Ibig sabihin, tumaas yung value ng equity mo kahit binigyan ka ng 2% equity, pero tumaas naman yung value ng company. So, ibig sabihin, pag isell mo yung equity mo, then malaki yung makukuha mo. Hindi sila nagbenta ng coins sa mga angel investors or private investors. Hindi. Itong token ay walang naibenta. So, ganun sila kumuha ng pera. Ang question dito, sino na ang mas legit? Yung bang mga projects na ginagatasan yung mga retail investors, nagkakaroon ng ICO, tapos biglang taas yung price. After tumaas, ibagsak agad. Ganun ba yung mga legit na projects? Or yung sabi ni Nicolas na, eto yung natural na paraan eh. Diba? Traditional way para mai-bootstrap nila or mai-start nila yung project. Punta sila sa mga private investors, i-present nila yung plano nila. Doon pa hindi basta-basta Silicon Valley. Ano ba yung mga companies na nag-start sa Silicon Valley? Doon sila kumuha ng fund, doon nagsisimula sila. PayPal, doon din nag-start, 'di ba? Ang Uber nag-start din sa Silicon Valley. So, marami pang mga ibang companies na kung saan kinuha nila yung funding nila nung nag-start sila dun sa Silicon Valley. Ganun ka importante ang funding. So, anong mas legit na company? Pi Network ba o yung mga ibang projects na cryptocurrency na pinagmamalaki ng mga ibang creators at sinasabing scam ang Pi Network? Diba? Makita nyo yung pagkakaiba ngayon na kung sino pa yung nanggagatas sa mga retail investors, sila pa yung parang iniisip natin na legit kasi naglalagay tayo ng pera. Pero dahil free, mag-join ka lang, sinasabi na nilang scam. Pero di natin alam, sila pala ngayon, yung parang company naman talaga. Ano ibig kong sabihin dito? Ikaw, mag-invest ka ba sa company na alam mong hindi naman maayos? Di ba? Kaya nga sila naglalagay sa isang startup company kasi naniniwala sila itong startup company ay magbo-boom in the future. So, masyadong mahaba itong video. So, hinati ko to sa dalawa, yung part 1 saka part 2. Okay, hatiin natin ito. So, tapos na itong part 1. Ang part 2 naman nasa next video. Paki-check para mapanood nyo.